I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And this is The Coin Show. On this episode of The Coin Show, Matt and I will discuss the Liberty Head Gold Coinage of the United States. But first, as always, the news.
The news.
And now, the news, brought to you by Lost Dutchman Rare Coins, Indianapolis's finest coin dealership. Trust, integrity, fairness, family. These are our values.
That's awesome.
You like that?
I do like
big
that.
Big thanks to our friend Ilya Leonov.
Wow, that's amazing.
An absolutely spectacular 1793 chain set has become the finest ever certified.
Oh, Lord, I don't even want to know what grade that is.
Okay, this coin is the only known specimen to exhibit some original mint red color.
Wow.
And PCGS has now graded it MS65. It will cross the auction block later this year as part of a joint Stack's Bowers and Sotheby's auction of the D. Brent Pogue Family Rare Coin Cabinet.
Wow,
so
that's cool.
To think that a copper coin over 200 years old could be preserved in such condition is just absolutely mind-boggling.
I call shenanigans.
You know what's funny is, as I'm reading through the article, I see that it has what is described as a minute rim ding that distinguishes this coin. And yet, MS65.
Well,
it better be pretty minute.
They're a little more lenient on that early stuff.
Well, they're always a little bit more lenient on particularly rare stuff.
That too.
And you know me, I'm a hard case about it. I think that grade is grade, and right.
Dollars is dollars.
Well, see, but in my structured, just absolutely rigid world, it's like, okay, so the highest graded one is MS64. You know?
No, and you're like a lot of people. You're like a lot of the older dealers that I deal with every day.
Like a lot of old people.
Well, I always explain it to these guys the same way I'm going to explain it to you. When you're a collector, you can use whatever grading you want to use. If you want to grade like they graded 20 years ago, that's fine. But you know what? I'm a dealer, and I have to buy and sell this stuff at market value and at market grade. So that means that I've got to stay in touch with what stuff is being market graded at and not necessarily what the technical grade is these days.
Well, as much as I understand that, you're living in today because you're dealing with it in today, and to a point you're pointing out that I'm kind of living in the past. My thought is just that technical grade is technical grade. And, it's like if a coin doesn't merit the grade, it just shouldn't get the grade, regardless of how rare it is. And that's, like I said, that's just kind of my own.
Not necessarily arguing with you. Like I said, I understand both trains of thought. I have to spend time on the other train of thought as well.
Well, I completely understand yours as well, and it's just one of those things where, hey, look, we look at something from two different perspectives. Go figure.
And all those people that say we always agree on everything, there you go.
Now, this coin last sold in the sale of the Garrett collection in 1979, which is probably before your time.
A little bit.
I will venture to guess that this coin should bring 7, if not 8 figures.
Oh, macaroni.
Come on, it's an MS60.
It's a chain set, yeah, I agree.
Speaking of big dollar coins, the Royal Canadian Mint will issue 2 1-kilo coins this year, one in gold and one in silver.
Silver, I understand. Gold, that's just crazy.
Well, this is kind of my point. The coins depict one of Canada's favorite species of bear, the spirit bear, or Kermode,
Huh?
discovered and named after Francis Kermode. And the obverse design features one such bear face forward. Now, the eyes are colorized with a U, and the nation of issue, Canada, is infused into the design. So it's a pretty simple design, but there's a lot of relief in the fur of the bear, and he's kind of looking right at you with the colorized eyes. It doesn't look quite as ghostish.
Kind of
It
like
looks more realistic.
now, is he looking at you like, "Hey, what are you?" or "Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit you"?
well, it's like, hey, here's dinner. I don't know if the happy look on his face is because I look delicious or because he's just happy.
I'm just checking.
I,
I'm just making
I
sure.
have no idea.
Gotta watch them Canadian Bears.
And I agree with you 100%. I can understand a 2.2-pound silver coin.
Sure,
Well,
makes sense.
what does a 2.2-pound gold coin cost?
A lot.
I mean, one currently offered, but not this coin. One currently offered by the RCM is priced at $69,000 Canadian.
I was gonna say that's probably about right. For with the exchange rate being so low right now, and I was thinking about 35,000-40,000.
I mean,
So
2.2 pounds of gold in one coin.
yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean,
Well, here's your exclusivity. A mintage of 10 pieces in gold is planned.
well, that's for the guy that has everything.
Right. Even a place to put it. Also being issued this year by America's Hat is the newest addition to the Geometry in Art series, which features a digitally depicted polar bear.
Once again, polar bear hungry or polar bear happy?
Well, this one isn't looking at you, at least. Images of a mother polar bear and her cub made from polygons create the portrait, and a really, really beautiful multicolored blue and green ocean that they swim in are the prominent features of this coin. The 1 ounce colorized silver coins are currently available on the RCM website for $99.95 Canadian. The Royal Mint in UK will honor the other famous potter, Beatrix, the children's author, on a 50 pence coin this year. The coins celebrate the writer's 150th birthday with issues in copper, nickel, silver, and gold. Mintage is expected to be small at under 15,000 coins total between the three. The Perth Mint in Australia is making their mark this year by issuing a coin to celebrate the Year of the Monkey.
Do you want to touch my monkey?
Would you like to touch the monkey?
Touch him, love him, leave him alone, monkey. The 1 ounce coins depict a monkey and a peach, both designs struck in Australian opal with a black background, comprising the central portion of the silver coin.
Fancy.
Yes. Now, the designs are not intertwined at all, though, and they're seemingly unrelated. And in my opinion, it's a little odd, but they're supposed to symbolize longevity and immortality. But I'm not sure which is which or which symbolizes what. It's one of those, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know.
It's just peculiar.
Yes. Well, so am I.
That's why you like
That's
it.
right.
Whoa.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's not bad. What's the little fruit? I don't know.
That's a peach. And that's what I mean. It's like these designs are seemingly unrelated.
Hey, monkey. Hey, fruit.
Exactly. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, but I mean, it's like the whole pearlized thing. Kind of get it, kind of don't. But the thing with me is like, okay, you have a monkey, and you have a peach, but could you not decide on which one?
They're not even looking at each
No,
other.
that's the thing. I mean, the monkey's not carrying the peach. He's not looking at the peach. Peach
not even looking
on his
like
back.
he's
It isn't
the
anywhere
peach.
near him. He's not at a peach tree. It's just a monkey
and a floating
and a
peach.
And you figure it out. But if you ask me, one of the coolest coins being offered this year by a world mint comes from Austria, where the niobium and silver bimetallic coins that we've mentioned from time to time in our news segments are using a 25 euro coin to celebrate the theme time. Now, the brilliant purple and teal niobium create a watch face with an intricate collection of gears and other symbols used to denote timekeeping by mankind.
The Zodiac and
Well, it's got all kinds of things. It's got an hourglass. It's got the sun. It's all these things that kind of relate to how man has measured, this his own creation, which is time. It's a measure of the living, and how it's changed over the years. I mean, you think about it. They started keeping time somewhere in the 1600s, and over time we've created newer and newer divisions to it now to the point where we have nanoseconds. So it's constantly evolving.
that's fast.
But this coin is just cool, and I'm kind of contemplating snapping one up for the only reason that one should buy a coin.
Because you like
That's
it?
because you find it beautiful and interesting.
There you go.
And I mean, you see the color on it. It's phenomenal.
It does look pretty cool. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but
No,
man,
and you know me. I'm not into world coins. I'm not into modern.
I'm really not into that non-circulating legal tender stuff.
Well, this is silver and niobium, so I don't think it was meant to
Yeah.
circulate as much as be kind of a.
Well, that's what I
They've
mean.
got-
I'm not into the stuff they make just to make.
Yes, the commemorative issues and all this other kind of stuff, but
Oh, you almost said crap.
I almost.
I heard.
Okay, well, and there is. It's
Oh,
nice if you look at this series because I mean we've covered it almost since the beginning of it. How it's kind of evolved. They had one last year that had outer space,
I remember that
but
one.
I think this year with time, it's a really really cool.
Time after time.
Oh, see, and I was thinking of the Jimi Hendrix song, "Time." Back in the realm of United States coins, have you heard
Okay.
of the latest proof set errors?
No, what's going on?
Early issues of the 2016 America the Beautiful proof sets have been pulled from the U.S. Mint's website due to a packaging error
Oh.
that features an incorrect image of Cumberland Gap National Park. Now, I admit my interest was piqued when I saw a mint error, but this is not a coin error.
Not really. Coin error. It's just a packaging error.
Which will, in the long run, make for big prices right now, followed by a huge cliff that they're going to drop off.
Followed by nobody giving a crap.
Right. I mean, it's funny because in 2003, the silver proof sets were issued with an incorrect certificate of authenticity, and they're not even listed in any price guide.
I was going to say no.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's the what I was looking for.
I don't expect that these sets will be any more desirable in the not too distant future than the ones with the corrected packaging, and it probably won't be listed in the price guides. So, in other words, let other people flip out over these. They're not going to be worth paying any premium for, let alone the 33% bonus that they're getting right now.
Oh, they're actually getting extra money.
Yeah, well, I mean, they sold it $14.99 or somewhere right in there, and they're selling it $20 on the secondary market right now. And yes, you know that people flip out over stuff.
Yeah, and I I don't. Sometimes I understand it. Sometimes I don't.
I mostly don't.
That's right.
CoinNews.net has posted images of the new Mark Twain gold proof coins. Now, these new coins feature 3 levels of frosting, a first for a U.S. Mint proof coin. And besides the novelty of seeing a new coin versus the line drawings available up to this point, it's always cool to see new issues, especially when they feature a new technology.
You're just waiting on those gold coins to come out, aren't you?
Well, these are images of the gold coin.
No. I mean not that gold coin. The commemorative half ounce version.
To be honest, yes, the 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce. But to be honest with you, there was an article written by Louis Galino this week in, I want to say, Coin World, and he talks about how he thinks these are going to be issues that are going to be highly sought after for years and years to come. And I just kind of met it with a collective.
You don't say.
Yeah, and water is wet. It's just one of those things where, yes, I mean, these are 3 beloved designs. They're going to be made in 9999 gold. Yeah, they're going to be great. And, when you put them, think about this, because I thought about it from the standpoint of completing a collection. I have the quarter ounce Buffalo gold coin from 2008. So you put that one, which is basically a gold buffalo nickel,
Buffalo nickel. Yeah.
with a